Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Mayfield going to the air right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays on film that you like so much.
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 14 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun. Mayfield finds his receiver, Watson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work down inside the 45. You look at this Arizona defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Play fake. Mayfield. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's Mayfield. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Now 2nd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield to throw it.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, What you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Mayfield on 1st down.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Steps away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way. and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
Williams loses the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin out west in Southern California. Dallas heading to SoFi Stadium to take on the Chargers, now of L.A. And it's the home team who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Garrett Wilson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Ready. 38. Switch out. 48, come on. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
A gain of 3, second down. Now back to throw. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are pouring it on.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 20. Two-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Now 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 36 yards on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided. Fair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5.
Mayfield to throw it.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Mayfield with it once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. Winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. The throw over the middle taken in. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Arizona, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.